Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today we're taking a look at the Mafex number 181 Steel from Return of Superman. As always, stick around to the end of the video so you can see all the photos I took, and make sure to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are about this figure, if you're waiting for your pre-order, if you picked it up, or if you're still on the fence. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, so let's take a look at how Steel turned out. So first we're going to start with the face. They did a fantastic job on the sculpt here. His nose, his mouth, the cheekbones, the chin. Got the white eyes. Got the bolts with the line going across on each side of his head. Then if you move down, we have the big emblem, which is a nice like normal silver to contrast that bluish silver. Mine's got a little scrape on it, which is annoying, so I'm going to reach out and see if I can get that replaced. But it really has a nice shine to it. Then you do have all of his muscles with his abs in that bluish silver, just like his face. You have the shoulder pads here, which are also in that same kind of bluish silver. Got the bolts on the side. They do move around, which is nice, so it doesn't impede on the articulation. They kind of have a little hinge there. We've got the sculpt on the muscles, which look great. Got a little wristband on this side. Individual fingers and everything sculpted nicely as always. If I can get him to focus, here we go. And then we go to the other side and he's got the big old gauntlet, which as you can see here, has these two little divots in it, so that way he can shoot from it, which is really cool. He does have the belt, which is a separate piece, which I'm I don't know. I like it because it doesn't get in the way, but I also don't like it because it moves around too much. Like each of these pouches on the side are articulated. That one's not, though. I don't know. It's a nice thought, but I'm not a big fan. And then we get down to the legs, and you have the like piping on the side here, which is really well done. And it's in that more like bright silver instead of the blue silver. Boots, same way. You've got some of those accents in there. Little peg holes for his blast effects. And then we're going to go to the back here. You can see his massive back and all the rippling muscles. You can see his bright silver. Jesus Christ, look at that donk. Man, they packed him. Anyway, yeah, so more of that silver. And then you've got the cape here, which I really like the material they're using now for the Superman capes. Got the emblem, all the posability. So I think he turned out pretty good. On to articulation. So at the head, you got the 2 points of articulation, top and bottom. You got the twist, tons of tilt. You got quite a bit up due to the little bent dumbbell joint there, which you can spin around so you can get more rotation one way or the other if you want. Tons of down. And then the arms get quite a bit up to the side. They spin all the way around because the shoulder piece here, I'll show you, is actually built into the shoulder, which is nice. So it can kind of shift around if you need it to. It moves up and down. It rotates with it. You've got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrist pig, of course, just spins around, goes forward and back. And then we've got top and bottom for ab crunch here. So you get tons of tilt, twist, all sorts of different directions. And you can twist it back and forth there. So it bends forward about that far, back pretty far as well. Legs go up to about 90. They do the little pull down and twist at the hip. Get a decent amount out. Double jointed knees, which the piping on the side must be soft because it bends with it, which is really cool. And then you do have the ankle pivot, which is a little wonky due to the way the ankle is. So one thing I found while I was actually posing him is the back on at least the right foot gets stuck underneath. And you can see it kind of gets a little banged up because of it. So I've had to like sit there and play with it to get back. You could probably in theory just pop it off and pop back on. But I twist the foot all the way back around and kind of get it so the back of the ankle is back underneath it. But yeah, so that's a little upsetting. And then, of course, you have the posable cape, which has a wire across each side. You've got the little fingers here to keep it up, propped up to give it that nice puffy look. And then the back also along the bottom edge is superposable. As for accessories, you do have a couple head sculpts. So this one's a little angrier. It's got the scrunched up eyebrows. You've got the gritting teeth. Nose is a little scrunched up too. I didn't really show it well, but here's the bolts on the back of the head as well. And then you have an even more angry head where he's yelling. Then we have several hands. These are the gripping hands for the hammer. We've got relaxed hands. We've got a pair of jazz fingers. A pair of slightly more relaxed hands. This one's, I don't know, it's confusing. And then you have the blast effects, which is nice red and orange and a little bit of white translucent plastic here. It looks absolutely delicious. And they just plug into the bottoms of the feet like so. And so far it does seem like each foot has a slightly different peg hole. And then you have the hammer, which comes in 2 pieces, and you just connect it here in the middle, twist them together a little bit, make it nice and tight. And you can see each has like a little section notch in there. It goes all the way to the hammer itself, and the hammer is a bright silver compared to the bluish silver of the handle, which is a nice contrast. And of course, you have your Mafex stand. Size comparison, so here's Steel with Return of Superman, and my custom Rebirth Mafex Batman. You can see he is significantly taller than both. Switch them out with Jada Toys Ryu and the Valorverse figure here. You can see he's taller than both of them, quite a bit taller than Ryu. Get them out of there. And now we've got the Marvel Legends Jon Favreau, who he is not that taller. And then also we have Pimp Daddy Destro from the G.I. Joe Classified series. And last up is my big beefy boy, the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Armadillo. And he actually, he's kind of sizing up to him there. And onto the box art, we have that nice graphite color they used for Cyborg Superman and Superman. Got Steel, the logo, and everything at the bottom. Side has a picture of Steel and the logo. Same on the opposite here. Top, just the logo. Bottom, all the legal stuff, barcodes, no kids, all that fun stuff. And on the back, we see Steel in all different poses, a bunch of the different accessories and heads, more logos and stuff at the bottom. So yeah, I really like this aesthetic for this line. Okay, so overall, I am pretty happy with how he turned out. Obviously, a little upset about the scratch on the chest, so I'm still trying to get that settled and hopefully get that replaced. But other than that, I think they did a fantastic job. He looks great. He looks like he jumped out of the comics. I like the way they did his hammer. I like the way they're doing the Superman capes now. The general aesthetic, the articulation, everything about it is great. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are. If you're on the fence if this swayed you one way or the other. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out, lets us know we're doing a good job, and gets you a bunch of toy-related content in your feed. Also, make sure to check us out Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. And if you're a fan of the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. We have a bunch of different tiers of different rewards. Link will be in the description below, so if you could check that out, we greatly appreciate it. But that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.